I'm doing a rough country 2.5-inch suspension lift on this vehicle. You have to take the springs out of it and put spring spacers in the top of it to raise it up. Once you do that, you have to change the shocks, the sway bar links. You have to reposition your brake hose brackets, your ABS brackets, so when the differential drops down, that the hoses and lines aren't stretched. And then put everything back together. After we do that, front and rear, then the vehicle will have to be aligned afterwards.
And what Jeep is this?
It's a 2019 Jeep Wrangler Sport JL model. Take the drive shaft. You gotta knock the drive shaft loose so the differential will pivot. And when you take the bolts loose, hold on to it so don't twist out your hand. And just throw the bolts on the floor, you don't need them. Yeah, hold on to it. Shaft all off the flange. You need to mark it because it's balanced. So put a mark on the yoke, and put a mark on the flange of the drive shaft so you know where the position was when you bolted back up. You line them up, and you just take a hammer and beat the fuck out of it, and it comes off just like that. And there your drive shaft's off. Take that off. Bring him in the ratchet. So take that loose so it'll flex when it comes down. Should flex. All right. Need a pair of pliers. Take this clip off this vent tube, and this is a vent tube. Oh, fuck. Out of the way, go to the other side, get the brake line off the lower control arm, off of that side. And we should be ready to take the shocks down. Watch your sore toe when you drop shit. Let me get my booger hook. You have to unplug this axle solenoid switch. Take that white clip and you pull it out. And I use this little bitty booger hook. Just like that. There's a little bitty tab in there. I slide that little booger hook underneath of it because my fingers ain't strong enough to push that tab. So I slide underneath of it, and that's how I get them out because I'm old and crippled. Came out that really big long upholstery tool. Right there. Right. Yeah, you got your hand on it. Pull this clip out right here so when the axle drops down, it's not going to pull. Sometimes they do break, which I'm going to have to tie that up anyway because I'm dropping the differential so far. Now take the bracket off of the brake line. Should be ready to get the transmission jack under the differential. That's what I use. You can use a floor jack. Loosen the shocks and let her come down. I gotta take the lower shock bolt. I gotta take the shocks off, but at this particular moment we need to take the jack. Now jack the differential up just a little bit to take the pressure off the shock so the bolts will come out. So that's what we're doing now. Look, Teresa, I got you flexing now. Sit right there. All right, cut it off on that side. That's the 2.5-inch spacer that we're putting on. Stop it. I get my shock started. This is where the jack comes in handy. Fucked up, guys. That's okay. Tear it back apart. You got to make sure that spring goes in that pocket right there. I did not have it in the right pocket. That's got to go in that pocket right there. Spring insulator. There we go. Got the spring spacer in the top. Make sure you pull the rubber insulator out and put underneath the spacer so you don't have squeaks and rattles. Then I had put my shock on. I left everything loose because I'll let it down, let the vehicle settle, then retorque everything. Everything's done on this side other than bolting everything back up. You will notice that the inner fender liner and the fender and bumper are all off. The vehicle was involved in an accident a couple months ago, and that was a result of that. You do not have to take the bumper off nor the outer fender to do this lift kit. That is getting repaired at a later date. As you can tell, there's a difference between the two. That side is still original, still got the original spring in it. I've done this side first, and that's how much difference, how much of a suspension lift she's got. Compare the difference between this side and that side. That's how much the Jeep's going to be raised up. We're going to do this on all four corners. After we get everything done, I will give you a future update and show you the results. Thank you.